You're now listening to the Sports Sips.
All things sports, the Sports Sips. You know what time it is.
Welcome back to your nightly
Let's go, baby.
post-game episode. Appreciate you guys listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the good things you got to do to help us grow. We truly appreciate it. Al, happy
man.
Happy Sunday. Happy Dub Sunday. Happy Win
Yeah.
Sunday.
I like it.
You feel me? Eagles win 20-17 in a tough game where everything seemed impossible, where everything seemed you couldn't run the ball, you couldn't pass it, you couldn't do anything. And we'll touch on that. But before that, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It was a crazy. So I feel like today was a long ass day. Like I felt like today with the games, everything, it was just a long day. But we're here.
I agree. So let's get started real quick just with in division. We spoke about the Commanders on Thursday. Cowboys versus Giants. I mean, probably honestly the game of the day. That and maybe Denver and Colts.
That was good.
The Bengals Browns game was good. Was the Bengals Jags game was good.
That's good.
But definitely up there in contention for the game of the week. Cowboys versus Giants, the final score 40-37. Cowboys dub. Russell goes 30 on 41 attempts for 450 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 crucial interception.
That was tough, man.
I thought the game was really good. You know, overall, some quick thoughts just so we can kind of get in and out of this. I thought in terms like for the Giants, I thought it was a really good game. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a good game for them. For what they need to do. Like I don't think they necessarily have to win games. I just think that they have to look good in games, and at some point turn those losses into wins. But yeah, overall, I thought it was like a good win for them. I think they could have won the game. I think they should have won the game, right? They were up 3 points with 25 seconds left. The Dallas had 25 seconds left. Dallas had 3 timeouts. I think the biggest issue there, and the reason they didn't win, I think it was the defensive coordinator just not understanding that Brandon Aubrey is their kicker. You're basically in field goal range within like 10 yards of the spot that they were at, and you can't play soft defense. Like you can't. Like you cannot play soft defense at all, because you're just giving up the field goal. I mean, he made a 64-yard field goal to tie the game and then to go into overtime. So, like, I blame a lot of this on their defensive coordinator, to be honest with you.
I think it's tough for him. He was in a tough spot. I agree with you. I mean, I guess he didn't want to let anything go over the top and lose the game.
Right.
But I agree. But as far as like, I feel like the Giants are just not disciplined. Like you gotta. I mean, they lost that game because of flags. That's really why.
And you know what? That was malpractice on me. You absolutely right. I didn't even bring up the penalties. I think they had over like 150 yards in penalties. But go ahead, my fault. You can proceed.
I think you fix that up, you clean that up, and you win that game. I mean, there was just.
Oh my God, the left tackle, James Hudson, I think number 55, their left tackle, replacing Andrew Thomas for now. I mean, single-handedly ruined the drive. The drive. They should have left with 7. They were at the 1-yard line. Should have ran the ball with Cam. Cam was probably going to score. And then instead you place yourself at the 16th or the 17th. Like, I mean, just costly mistakes, time in and time out.
They did fight though.
Penalties.
They did fight. Giants did fight. They gave them all. I guess it's a moral win. I'm tired of fucking hearing moral wins every week from fucking division teams. Like I'm tired of it. But I guess there you go. A moral loss, for you guys. But yeah, I guess we get into the
and then the Cowboys in terms of Cowboys. A win's a win. So I don't want to seem like a hater. Look, trust me. If you won, you won. It's hard to win in the NFL. But they just have a shit ton of work to do on defense. And like, I'm not sure how you can fix that this year. I don't think signing Clowney the way they did directly after the game is going to impact them much. But I don't think that they should have allowed the Giants to come into Dallas and then just score all over them the way they did. It's just problems that I don't think are fixable during the season. I think this is an off-season problem that you try to fix. That you try to go get some players to fill some roles and some needs. But like as of right now, I think this is just going to be a continuous issue throughout the season. I don't think it's let's gel and get better thing. You had your $20 million corner getting cooked today. Cooked.
I mean, they have Bland missing. I mean, I get it, but still, all over the board, it was getting smoked.
It was a crazy game for them. But let's not harp too much on them. It is what it is. I wish it ended in a tie. It didn't. So cool. On to the Eagles game. Eagles win 2017. Like I said earlier, Jalen Hurts was 15 of 22 with 101 yards. Saquon had 22 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown. And they held Patrick Mahomes to 16 of 29 for 187 yards with a touchdown and an interception. A big interception, might I add. His yardage, honestly, came from like a huge pass at the end of the game. I don't want to say it was garbage time because it absolutely wasn't. They were still in the game, and he made a big pass and a big touchdown. So, no hate there. And I guess we could start this with the offense because it's the biggest problem. At least it's the biggest problem that I seen today. I really don't have many negative things to say, if at all, about the defense, to be honest with you. So I think we should start with the offense.
Let's do it.
You want to start first, or you want me to go?
I feel like 2023. I feel like it's like people not getting schemed open. I'm tired of us giving. I respect Saquon, right? Mm-hmm. But if Saquon on this offense is gonna take us from being aggressive, it's gonna push us back. Then I don't like that. I feel like when you go and turn over the ball, they went 4th and 1 on us, and we stopped them. And you go and run the ball, and then you throw it 5 yards behind. It's like, what are we doing, man? Like. Come on, be aggressive. We here. We here. We a TD will change this game. And I just feel like the whole night it was just us not being aggressive. And I don't know what it is.
And I felt like that's a great point that you just said right now. Before I get into mine, like a touchdown, I feel like every time we touch the ball, right? This is really difficult for me to explain, but every time we touch the ball, I felt a touchdown would change the game, because like I don't feel like that all the time. I know we have to score. It's a game of ups and downs, but in this particular game, I felt like if you just score 7, I feel like the game is out of reach for them. Mm-hmm. It felt like that the whole game, because it felt like Patrick Mahomes really wasn't like comfortable. So it always felt like if you just score 7, bro, you're gonna put the game out of reach for them, and you'll let your defense just fly, right? And we never got to that. And I think 2023, like you said, is a good point. I seen some discussions like, we have to give him some time. Kellen Moore had the same problem. The biggest difference between Kellen Moore and what we're seeing now is closer to Ben Johnson, in my opinion. It's not necessarily Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore had in my opinion, a play calling problem. When he started to run the ball, then we started to see progress, and then we got better, and we went on to win a Super Bowl, right? He ran the ball, we got better, we passed better. Cool. It was very simple. It was just a play calling thing. Run the ball. Dedicate yourself to running the ball. This is us running the ball. I don't know if we're doing it effectively enough. It never felt like when we handed the ball to Saquon, it felt like we affected the game. It almost felt like empty carries. Like it was just like he was wasting clock. Mm-hmm. And not necessarily doing too much. He had some really good runs. He had a touchdown run. Cool. I'm just talking about the overall part of the game, right?
Yeah.
And then when you look at the passing, it was either not enough calling for pass, or when you passed, it was 6. I don't think he threw the ball more than 6 yards down the field at a certain point.
And like, I know I went in slants last week. I'm like, slant, but goddamn, bro, that's not the only play.
Yeah, and it feels more like Brian Johnson. It feels more like a situation where, bro, like the scheming the guys open. They blitzed us a bunch of times today, and it felt like we couldn't get a hot route, or there wasn't the play wasn't schemed perfectly for that blitz. You get what I'm saying? And that's where it feels more like Brian Johnson, where it feels like the defense doesn't have an identity. It feels like the defense doesn't know, I mean, excuse me, the offense doesn't have an identity. The offense doesn't know what it's doing. And I have to blame it on Kevin Patullo. I can't see too much on the field of the wide receivers because obviously it cuts it off on the screen that we're watching it at home. But any of those replays, it never seemed like a wide receiver was open, and I can only blame that on the coordinator, and so, honestly, some of it
It's too
on Nick
much talent.
Sirianni.
It's too much talent for you not to scheme these guys open.
No,
Another thing too,
100%
I
agree.
want to bring up that I saw today. Several of times we were 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16, and we handed that ball off. How many 3rd and 15s and 16s did we convert last year? Because
Right.
we were aggressive down the field. We threw that ball down the field. I felt like once we got and yeah, we
Just
shouldn't be
giving
getting
up
those
on the
sacks.
just giving
We
up on the
just
drive.
giving up on the drive, man. And I don't want to be that offense where we just giving up and just handing it off. That's not who we are, man. And we got
Yeah.
too much talent for us to just sit there and just hand the
Yeah.
ball off, man. Like we got to sit there and try to convert. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy. Don't have AJ and Devontae. And Devontae had a good game today. You don't have them just running around doing shit, bro. Like you just like those are you have to find a way to get them the ball. I don't want to be that guy. I swear to God, I don't want to be that fan, or I don't want to be that guy that covers the NFL and is like, oh, AJ Brown's upset. I don't give a fuck about none of that. What I'm talking about is having those guys with those certain skill sets and then not using them. Like today, we could have used them. Today we could have used them. And the problem is not that I think that we don't want to use them. It's not that I think that we only want to run the ball. I think that Kevin Patullo might have a problem using them. Like he doesn't know how to get them the ball. Like no, and I think the biggest thing here, and I love Saquon, is passing the ball, bro. Like you pass. You have to be more effective when you pass the ball, man. You have to. And I didn't like the Kevin Patullo hire. I hate in-house hires. I didn't like the Brian Johnson one. I think that Nick Sirianni's scheme sucks. I don't think that Nick Sirianni sucks. I think his scheme overall sucks. I'm not gonna lie. But I think that when you take somebody like Shane Steichen, who makes Daniel Jones look like an incredible quarterback, like he's playing good football, throwing for 300 yards versus a good defense, and wins the game on a game-winning drive. I think when you have somebody like Kellen Moore, who's had the #1 offense multiple times in this league, then he comes over and he takes Nick Sirianni offense, he tweaks it and makes it his. Like I think when you have coordinators that can do that, then I think that Nick's fine. I think Nick can control the team personalities and do all that other stuff. Cool, I'm with that. But I think Nick Sirianni's scheme overall sucks. And when you get somebody in-house that's been with Nick Sirianni since his Colts days, I think this is the effects. I think you're seeing it. I think you're seeing someone running Nick's offense the way Nick likes, and this is what you get. And I'm sorry if it feels like I'm taking a shot at Nick. I'm really not. It's just that this is the truth. Like you have to find a coordinator with his own style, mix it with Nick's style, and here we go, and let them rock. But like this offense, if it continues, this is ridiculous. I don't know how many games we're gonna win. Like I mean, not necessarily. I don't know how many. I think we're talented enough to win many games. I just don't know how far we'll go. I don't think this is a Super Bowl caliber offense. Is my main point.
Well said, man. No, you killed that. It's a fact. Everything you said is a fact. I mean, we talked about it beginning of the offseason, how we were nervous about the OC. And here we are, man. Here we are.
Yeah,
and I don't want to be that team, man. I don't want to be that run like that run. I don't want to be non-aggressive because we are known to be aggressive, man. We really are.
I agree, man. And like it was a little bit frustrating watching the offense. Like I got to the point, and I love Saquon. I got to the point. I even text you, bro. If I see Saquon run the ball again, I might turn the TV off. Like I couldn't take it anymore. And I love Saquon, but like Saquon's not going to be an effective runner if you can't pass the ball at a certain point. It's not. And based off what Kansas City did today, and I know Jalen had a good game on versus the Cowboys, and I know people think like, oh, this might be just one game. But the passing game wasn't efficient either. It wasn't not necessarily efficient. It was efficient. It wasn't that good. It wasn't explosive. It wasn't.
And I thought Dallas Goedert missing today was an issue where they didn't have the safety blanket there for those 8 yards.
But it shouldn't be. But at the same time, it shouldn't be. Like you have good enough players where that shouldn't be. But like I said, I just think that the Dallas game, like, yeah, you saw an efficient offense. I just don't think that it was an explosive one. And I just don't think that it's going to be enough to at a certain point to get the run game open. I think people are going to blitz us a lot more. They're going to steal Kansas City's, blitz schemes or whatever the case is. We'll see more blitzes. We'll see more of that style of defense, and then it's up to Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni to figure something out, man, to get an answer. But yeah, that being said, that's the offense.
How do we fix this though? Like, what do we?
I see. I think it's just a scheme thing. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't want to be dramatic. If this is Nick's scheme and Kevin's scheme, and they're both the same people, I think, and they both have the same scheme, I don't know if it gets fixed this year. Like, I don't know if Kevin Patullo is good enough to be like, oh, like I see what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. And you know what? And to be fair, I don't know Kevin Patullo enough to say that he won't change, right?
Well,
like,
nobody knows.
Nobody really knows. So like
Yeah.
maybe he does change at the end of the season or mid-season or by bye week. The scheme seems a little better, but like no one's open. No one's open. You know what? Today I was looking at AJ just to check on his body language and because I always watch it, having just that little bit of worry, make sure he's not, having a diva moment. Honestly, he looked fine today, and I'm not in AJ's brain. I don't want to pretend to be. I don't know AJ. I don't speak to AJ, but I almost think AJ's like, this isn't a Jalen problem. Like, this is a scheme problem. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just not open. Like, I would like to think that he's believing that, right? Because
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cut and dry what's going on. I don't think it's that Jalen's not getting him the ball or can't get him the ball. I think Jalen forced the ball to him a couple times when he probably shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
And
know
one
if
of
it's
them was an
possible.
incredible catch by AJ, by the way.
One of them was amazing.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know if it's necessarily fixable this season, but we'll see. But on the flip side, the defense was honestly like really, really good, and it made me so comfortable knowing that second half of that Cowboys defense was probably more real than anything. The defense was good from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. They had their hiccups, but it's Patrick Mahomes. We're not gonna keep them to 0 points or 6 points every time we play them. It's not happening. But I mean, wow.
Makuba, man.
It felt like they were firing on.
Who was your standout player for today?
Early in the games, Zadarius Smith was just like, I felt like involved in every play, especially in the first quarter. Like, oh my God, a big difference. And one of the biggest difference I've seen, right? And obviously, I don't want to say this is Zadarius Smith, like the reason why. On a special teams return from the Chiefs coming back,
Mm-hmm.
I saw Sidney Brown get into it and literally just like put his hands up and just like walk away. The guy was like holding his shirt for like 5-10 yards. And like, I don't want to say that's Zadarius Smith, but I thought that was the biggest impact. They seemed cool, calm, collective, not angry, not fighting after every special team. And having a vet like that, I feel like is the biggest thing. But besides that, right, because those are things I can't really tell you if it's true or not. Besides that, though, like he was everywhere on the field, especially in the first quarter, just like making plays, stopping runs, pressuring, hurry ups, and all that. And again, like you said, Makuba was everywhere too. And the ball finds him. And when you're everywhere, the ball finds you. When you're a good player, the ball finds you.
I feel like on defense, especially like with all our core players, I think they all had like big plays. DeJean, Bond, Jordan Davis, like you had Makuba, which is turning into one of those key players. They all had like Q. Like they all had big plays today. And it was good to see, man. It was they was all on the ball, man. I love, and you know what? Cooper doesn't get like,
oh my God,
like when you have that
there,
when you can have that guy shoot up like Makuba shooting up, boom, you're not getting past me. When you have that, you feel great. You feel like, yo, ain't nothing getting past me. You're gonna have to throw this ball over the top, bro, because ain't nothing underneath getting past me. And and it was great to watch. It was great.
It was really good. Yeah, he made big tackles. Very smart. Like he seemed very smart on the field today. Like just the way
big 31 play, big 31 play. Like
just like everyone seemed like you can tell Vic has the team, like the defensive team, well coached.
Were you surprised on how much he was blitzing?
Yeah, and that was another thing that I have here in my notes. Like, I love that. I love that you didn't blitz at all in the Super Bowl. And then now you
Mhm.
come and you play them, and then you blitz nonstop. Like it felt
Yeah.
like I like that, and I like that it worked. Like
Mhm.
because the frustrating thing is that you're a genius because it worked, right? Because if he would have blitzed and then this guy would have been scoring all over us, we would have been pissed off. Like, bro, we didn't blitz one fucking time in the Super Bowl. Now you want to blitz, but like it worked, bro. It was successful. It was almost every time. Like it was great. Like
Mhm.
I love Vic's play calling. Like I thought he was the opposite of what Kevin Patullo was today. Like I think he blitzed at the right times. I think he understood his opponent. Um, just so many things. Like Vic was amazing. The defense overall was
Um,
amazing. Nolan Smith had a huge play. Like just, I mean, the fumble. I mean, what was a stop? That 4th and 1 stop was massive.
yeah.
The
And
McCougar
like, yo, I
interception,
sat there and
like
I was like, yo, like, y'all really gonna do this? Go do
yeah, and
it.
like in
Like, go
your own
ahead and do it.
territory, bro.
Like
Nah,
do it. I was shooting there like, yo, let's do it. If that's what you want to do.
yeah,
And big stop. Big stop from defense.
big stop. But credit to the defense. This was a defensive game. They held up, and they're the reason we won. A, B, and C. Grade, right? On the offense, what was like A, B, or C, D, F? What do you have it as
It's probably like a
before we
D.
get out of here
It's probably a D
for offense?
for offense.
Yeah, I want to say I wanted to say a F. I think they had big moments, right? Like I think the
Devontae
Devontae
Smith.
Smith catch, and it was underthrown, but he was under
Oh
duress.
my God, yeah.
Um, he was under duress, like he was on his back foot. Like I'm pretty sure had he been, standing straight up, he would have zipped that in. But I think a D is a fair grade. I think like a D minus. I can't see an offense
You
like
know
this.
why? You know why I give him a
Yeah,
D?
I just
Because
can't.
the other guy on the ball threw the other guy on the other side threw a pick and cost him the game. And it's
Yeah,
one thing that Jalen is always gonna do is he's gonna take care of that ball.
yeah,
And
and
I
that's a
think
good
that
point.
counts that counts for something. That always
That is a
counts for
valid
something.
point, and that is that's probably the best point you made today. That's probably the best point. Like just protect the ball. The
Yeah.
only reason I give it a D is because I'm not gonna. I can't continue to watch that offense play like that. Like I am a win at all costs. A win is a win. If you told me right now, yeah, if you continue to play like this, you'll win the Super Bowl. Then cool, sure. I don't believe that that's the case. So I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't
I
keep
mean,
looking.
if you would have said an F, I'm not mad at you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like I just can't
I
keep
get
seeing
you.
the offense like that. Defense A B C D E F G H I J
Um,
K whatever you want.
uh, um,
A letter grade.
B plus, A. I want to go
Yeah,
A. I want to
I'm
go
I'm
A.
going A all the way. I think this
Yeah.
was a A plus game.
I think there's still stuff that you got to clean up, and I do want to take account it. Like in fact, I do want to take
Account.
like account that there were some receivers out there that were missing. I do think that if maybe Worthy or someone else was playing, the game would probably be a little different. And I
Yeah,
hate doing that because I don't want to do that, but I have to do that.
yeah. I think that's fair.
But
Um,
yeah, I
yeah,
give
I,
it a
I
B
have it
plus.
as a A. I have it as a A plus. I think most importantly, you're playing Patrick Mahomes, and
That's
anytime you
true.
can go, on the road to Kansas City in that stadium, beat a player of that caliber, Patrick Mahomes, and then make him look uncomfortable all game, make him look like he made bad decisions or he threw an interception, and most of that was on Travis Kelce. But I think Jordan Davis tipped the ball. I got to go watch that again. Anytime you
Jordan
can do that,
Davis, yo,
yeah,
Jordan Davis with the blocks, yo,
yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying, and he was
he's
moving.
going nuts,
Um, But yeah,
going
anytime
nuts
you
out
can make a
there.
quarterback look like that, you get of that caliber, you get an A plus for me.
Yeah,
That being said, though, a win is a win. Hopefully, we clean some of this shit up. We got the Rams next week, which is
tough
a tough
game,
opponent. We'll touch
tough
on
game.
that a little bit on Thursday or Wednesday. We haven't
Yeah,
decided yet,
later
but
on this week, yeah,
yeah, later
for
on this
sure.
week. But Philly Nation, a
Hey,
dub's
a
a
win is
dub.
a win, man.
Yeah,
Let's do it,
enjoy
baby,
Victory
man.
Monday tomorrow. Get your
Uh-huh.
coffee, a fresh week with a dub. So just feel good and don't let none
Let's
of these
do it.
sour ass, losing ass fans from these losing ass organizations
And
tell
let
you
them
any
keep
different.
taking those more
Yeah,
the moral
and like
losses, man. We seen
and
a
like
lot of those this week, man. Like last week, this week. I'm tired of it, man.
and
Not
and
over here.
and and take Jalen Hurts as like what Jalen Hurts said today. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is Chris Jones told him, bro, you had 100 yards. Jalen responded with, "We won the fucking game. Shut your ass up.
Shut your bitch ass up, man.
Shut your bitch ass up." That's a dub. That being said, man, Sports Tips out. We see you guys next week. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the good things you got to do to help us grow. We appreciate you guys. Peace.
You're now listening to the Sports Tips.
All things sports, the Sports Sibs. You know what time it is?